Well, hello and welcome. Welcome to my world, folks. Welcome to Talk to Leadership with Cedrick. You know, everybody needs a little TLC. And I am Cedrick LaFleur, your host. I'm so excited to be back with you again today. You know, Talk to Leadership with Cedrick is where we focus on leadership and personal growth with business leaders, educators, and local thought leaders. Our goal is to introduce our audience to leaders who are making an impact with innovative ideas. You know, our guiding leadership principle is the law of contribution, which says growing yourself enables you to grow others. See, you can't give what you don't have. So first you must grow yourself in order to grow others. Now, we believe that outstanding leaders like yourself will help us to help others. So tonight, folks, we brought in another dynamic leader, and you know I'm going to introduce you to her. But you know, every week I like to do a proper introduction of my guest. So let me do that proper introduction first. So hello, Miss Danielle Williams. How are you doing?
Hello, Cedric. I'm doing great.
Well, awesome. Well, I'm so excited to have you here, folks. So you just stay tuned for a second and let me do a proper introduction of Miss Danielle Williams. Danielle Williams founded Dream Keepers in 2015. From a young age, Danielle always dreamed of becoming a pediatrician or a teacher because of her passion for nurturing both children, both physically and mentally. Due to Danielle's lack of mentorship and access to resources growing up, her dreams seemed so far out of reach. However, with encouragement from her mother, she decided to pursue entrepreneurship, where she went on to successfully own, found, and direct and operate a group daycare center for 6 years in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Throughout her journey of pursuing entrepreneurship, she faced many struggles with finding support and resources and connecting with positive, like-minded women. It was through those very trials and hardships of being a young female entrepreneur that she realized that her calling was much bigger than herself. Danielle developed a passion for helping other women entrepreneurs and young girls that are like her, that wanted to dream big, but maybe didn't have the support and guidance. Danielle gained compassion from her hardships and found her true life's purpose in helping other women and girls to follow their dreams, to dream big. In other words, just like that, Dream Keepers was born. Just like that, folks, Dream Keepers was born. She decided to dream big, get outside of her comfort zone, and now she's helping young women and little girls understand how to dream big. So, as the founder and director of Dream Keepers, she believes that happy girls are prettier. Let me say that again. She believes that happy girls are prettier, and she has made this her life's mission to help those in her sphere of influence find their positivity, their happiness, their strength, their inner beauty through building self-esteem and positive relationships. Her message to women and girls is that true beauty comes from within. I'm going to say that again because I need somebody to hear that tonight. Happiness, true happiness, comes from within. So, contrary to society standards, having the best makeup, fashion, and body image isn't the most important thing in life. How we feel about ourselves and treat others is the true definition of beauty and can ultimately lead to success. So Dream Keepers is a nonprofit organization that endeavors to empower, encourage, uplift, and inspire happy, positive, and beautiful women worldwide to follow their dreams without compromise. They believe that a woman can aspire to be and do whatever she wants and sets her mind to. Their goal is to reach women and little girls through their network of like-minded, successful women and provide the mentors, the resources, the tools, and the support that's needed to succeed. Now, folks, that is an outstanding mission behind Dream Keepers, and you're going to get to hear firsthand from the founder of Dream Keepers tonight, Miss Danielle Williams. So thank you again for coming on the show.
Thank you so very much for having me. I'm happy to be a part, and it's just a pleasure.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, I read your bio and gave the audience a background on you. However, our audience like to hear that journey from you, and what got you to where you are today.
Sure, absolutely. Just to go in depth more about myself and kind of where it leaded me today, with everything that I do with the youth and women and within Dream Keepers. As a very young girl, I loved baby dolls. I loved children. I babysitted my younger cousins at a young age, so I've always had a keen sense of nurturing. And I remember being in elementary school. What do you want to be when you grow up? And I always just wanted to be a pediatrician. But I wasn't the best behaved, or I always heard, your attitude. You got to go to school for a long time, to be a pediatrician. Do you know that? And I just remember, even as young as 10 years old, feeling like, who am I to think I can be a pediatrician?
Mm.
And over time, I felt like, let me be more realistic, and I changed it to like, okay, maybe I can be a teacher. And even still, I would hear comments about, my behavior or my attitude and how long you had to go to school. And unknowingly, I don't blame or fault anyone. I just think unknowingly, a lot of people were dream killers in a way. I didn't see that around me. I didn't see any pediatricians or anyone graduating from college or aspiring to do big things. So quite naturally, I just got comfortable with my surroundings. I always consider myself as a big dreamer. So I still said, okay, I'm gonna be a teacher. This is what I want to do. I'm gonna do it. Um, However, my senior year in high school, I met my high school sweetheart, who I found out I was pregnant my senior year, and again, I was faced with more challenges in pursuing my dreams. And I ended up going to college locally. I went to a community college. I didn't go to the university and stay on dorms, and I dreamed I would. However, I continued to persevere because I knew I wanted to be something in life. Um, I had my son, walked across the stage pregnant, and then quite ironically, I did go to school. I have my associate's degree in early childhood education, and I walked across the stage pregnant again. So now a mother of two. I My mom, I collaborated with my mom. She was actually in the process of starting a or wanting to go into entrepreneurship, and I'm like, hey mom, I really want to do work with children. I have children of my own. Maybe we can do a daycare center. And it grew from there. It was a beautiful journey. I spent just about every single day with my mom. She taught me so much about, having faith for one. We have quite a testimony with that experience, with getting our licensing, our certifications, but even getting the finances and money to be able to open our doors. But we did it. And we had a beautiful daycare center for about 6 years. And then, although I went to school for education, nothing, nowhere in any of my classes did it ever prepare me for networking, marketing, um, interpersonal skills, being personally developed, and maintaining customers. Although I knew everything and I had the passion on like lesson plans and implementing age appropriate activities, and we did everything by the book as far as caring for a child. I was just dumbfounded when it came to like, oh, I gotta go hand these flyers out. You mean I gotta interview people and I have to, actually talk to people?
Mhm.
That was never my strong suit. So it was a challenge, keeping our enrollment up. Um, However, we came to the conclusion to close our daycare center. It was due to other technical reasons, like really expensive plumbing, which again, just not being aware. We didn't get the parking lot expected, so we weren't aware of those plumbing issues, and it was just too expensive um, to get fixed. And we closed our doors, and yet again, I was pregnant with my third child, and I'm like, my dreams kind of just deflated in front of me. I'm pregnant. Now, what am I going to do? However, looking back and even just repeating this story, I realized how strong I was. Like, there was never an option in my mind that I was going to quit. It was always like, what's next? But not like, this is it. I never felt that way. So I went back to school. I worked as a camp instructor as well as a daycare teacher. And it just wasn't me. I guess the entrepreneurial spirit that it was just in me after owning your own center for so long. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to get back into it. And we relocated to Katy, which was another story. It was like a distant family member that was like, you got to come to Katy. Milwaukee isn't ready for what you guys are doing. Just check it out. Like, she literally almost begged us. So just come see for yourself. And I still am very, blessed that she was so adamant or persistent, because I visited Katy one time before I decided to move here, and I loved everything about it. And we've been living here for about 6 years. I'm actually a mother of four now, and I speak pretty openly about being a mother of four because when I'm caring for you, it's personal, because I'm a mother first. So I'm very careful on the seeds that I'm sowing with our children. I'm very sure about their safety, about the things they're hearing, about the relationships they're building. I look at them as like my little babies. But okay, back to we moved to Katy, and I'm like, oh, it was, I'm in a new city. I'm still young. I want to see what's going on, and I'm in Houston. So I started modeling where I was hosting like events, like after party events. Um, I did some photo shoots where I was doing promotional flyers, things of that sort. And I did life insurance for a little while. When I was getting booked for those positions, a lot of times it was for things that didn't sit well with my spirit. Again, I'm a mother. I had a passion for teaching and being a role model. So I turned down a lot of opportunities to where my manager was like, hey, Danielle, you need to figure out, like, you missing money. Like, you need to figure out what's your message? What you going to do?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, honestly, I'm just so over like the reality TV and everything that we see. I'm tired of going into these parties and feeling like, oh, I got to turn up or I got to show my body. And that's not that's not everything. Like, I want people to look at me and be like, wow, she's beautiful, but she has a beautiful spirit, or she's beautiful for the way that she treats other people, the way that she interacts with other people, the way that she carries herself, her energy. I want women to know that happy girls are prettier. Like, we don't have to be nasty and ugly. We don't have to compete. We don't have to tear each other down. Like, man, let's collaborate. Let's encourage one another. Like, that's what my message needs to be. And when I do my photo shoots, so we took another angle. I'm doing a thank you so much. So we took another angle, and that's how Dream Keepers was born. I'm like, okay, let's do like a girls program, and that was our first dream camp. Where we invited the young girls in, and I talked about like all of the people I was able to meet while I was modeling and hosting. But I turned it into, a positive approach that it's about self-esteem. It's about feeling good about yourself on the inside, and that radiates over into your work and your relationships. Um,
Yes.
and then now I'm going back, even now, like I'm rebuilding my board, and At first, my board was just supporters, close friends and families that was happy and believed in what I was doing. And now I'm going back and we're building the infrastructure. But at first, it was just pure passion, um, pure, just good intentions, wanting to get my message out to little girls.
Wow. Well, I absolutely love the journey that you went through. Often the journey is even more important than the destination.
Absolutely.
So many things you get from it. So this is awesome. So Dream Keeper, let's talk a little bit about uh, Dream Keepers and what's the mission for Dream Keepers, and then we'll talk about the Dream Keepers camp that you have coming up. That's really what we're going to talk about. But
Okay.
here's a little bit about the mission for Dream Keepers.
Sure. Our mission overall is just to reach young girls and women, particularly entrepreneurs, to build positive relationships and self-esteem. With just spreading our message that beauty comes from within. You know, a lot of times we treat people ugly because we don't feel good about ourselves, or we may be intimidated by what someone else has to bring to the table. But when we weed through all of that and we're able to identify with our characteristics, what makes us unique, we're okay with celebrating others. So it's to build a network of women that are like-minded, um, positive relationships and self-esteem overall.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And when you said that, it reminded me of this principle that's in the book, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. Is called the Law of Environment. It says growth thrives in conducive environments, right? So
Yeah.
when you want to change the mindset of people, then you help them, right? Get around other people that are like-minded. So then we can all kind of grow together. So I absolutely love that, Danielle. So you have coming up real soon the Dream
Yes,
Keepers Camp.
yes, we do.
So tell us a little bit about Dream Keepers Camp and all about it. Really, the audience for it, where it's going to be, what it's going to cost, how can people register, all of that stuff.
Okay, sure. So this will actually be our sixth year providing Dream Camp. This will be our second year offering our summer camp in Katy, Cyprus area. Actually, we do incorporate boys. I told you guys I'm a mommy. So I do have three boys who, my oldest is into sports. So we have tons of boys hanging out or around us all throughout the year. Um, and we did incorporate a boys camp as well, although, our mission is geared more towards the young women, but all youth, need help and we need to make time for our boys as well. So in our summer camp, it's for ages 10 to 17. It starts June 16th and it goes for 6 weeks until July 23rd. And it's from 12 to 3 p.m. And camp is held every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Some of our key focuses are life skills, character development, leadership, and self-esteem. Each week for camp, we focus on a specific targeted area, whether it's community responsibility, financial literacy, job readiness, health and nutrition, and there's one other one. I can't think of it right now, but it's jam packed and we have a lot of fun for camp. All of the children that come, they do not want to leave, which is what makes our camp very special. Is that even after the 6 weeks, we still keep in contact with our youth, and we encourage parents to enroll them over into our mentoring program, where we connect and meet with them once a week. Um,
Awesome. So when they go to this camp, June 16th through July 23rd, you said from
uh-huh.
12 to 3, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yes.
When they go to this camp and they get there, um, are they to expect that it's just going to be somebody standing in the front of the room talking to them, or what? Or is it going to be interactive? Give us a little flavor of the camp.
Sure, absolutely. So first we start off with a lot of icebreakers. Our first week is really fun, contrary to a lot of introductions and talking. Um, I remember being in high school, and I have a 14-year-old myself. So, and I've been in the education field forever. So I know kids like high energy. They like excitement. They like to talk. They like a lot of attention and engagement. So we do a lot of icebreakers. We have a lot of opportunities for them to win prizes. Um, our workshops are very extensive, where there some of them we put them in groups, and we challenge them to um, get beneath, hi, my name is, and how old are you, what's your favorite color. We really get past that, and then the first week, that Friday, we're actually doing like laser tag. We go like on a fun field trip. So we break those barriers right away. Make sure we start off with a bunch of fun. um, and then, like I said, we have challenges, we have workshops, where we push them to the forefront to grow their strengths and to break out of their shells and connect, kind of just open up more. A lot of them are like, no, or I don't want to speak. And then we set our expectations early on that this is a safe place. Like, even when we do our game nights or our mentoring, we're all together with the kids. They know Ms. Danielle is going to say, what is this? This is a safe place. So we're not here to, tear anyone down, to crack any jokes. And you'll begin to hear the kids upholding that standard as well. Like, oh, tell him this is a safe place, or they'll start doing it themselves. And I just love to see that. It's like it's contagious, the good energy and the support.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I know it's in the Katy area, but
Yeah.
if I live in Pasadena, or if I live in, Texas City, or Sugarland, Missouri City, Pearland, all the different areas of the Woodlands, the different areas of Houston, can I attend your camp?
Sure, everyone is welcome to come. However, we do not provide transportation, but you're definitely welcome to come. Camp is held at the Richard and Meg Weekly Community Center, which is 8440 Greenhouse Road, Cypress, Texas. So if you're willing to take that drive, come right on. Come on, we are enrolling.
Awesome. And the dates again are, tell us again.
June 16th through July 23rd.
June 16th through
Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, 12 noon to 3 p.m. And you're going to be learning life skills, character building, financial literacy, job readiness. Yes. And parents, look, if you want your child to get ready for a job and you want to teach them some responsibility, guess what? They need to come to the camp so they can get all of those things. If you want to help them understand how to build character and better interact with people. See, everyone communicates, but few connect. Here, Danielle is saying they're going to help your kids understand how to connect with other kids, how to connect with adults, how to, in life skills, you just get a lot of stuff there. And then they're also going to learn where the money resides with some financial literacy training. So get your child registered. You can see the link in the comments. You can see it on the screen, but you can also see it in the comments. And all you have to do is click on the link and get registered. So
I wanted to add, Cedrick, that also with the climate of a lot of things going on between the police and African Americans, we decided to take it a step farther, and we invited some of the sheriffs within that area to come and do a workshop with our youth, where we focus on how to build more positive interactions between teens and police officers, how to de-escalate certain situations. Not every interaction with police officers has to be negative. So we wanted to address some of that, and we have some lovely sheriffs that are going to be a part of our community car wash, and they're also going to come in and speak to the youth. We have some bankers from Bank of America that are going to come and teach money management and financial literacy. And then we've partnered with the Workforce Solutions, and they are also coming in to talk about their summer Earn to Learn program. Starting, I believe children can get paid up to $10 an hour between the ages of 16 and 24. So we got some exciting stuff going on at the camp.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I know that parents are going to be excited about having their kids in this camp. So you said after the camp, they have the ability to sign up for your post-camp mentoring program. So let's talk about your post-camp mentoring program. What's the format? How long is it? And those type things.
Okay, sure. So our mentorship component is really a dynamic piece because it's what makes us so different from a lot of youth programs because we're not just invested for youth. We're here to build lifelong relationships with our youth that follows them from their adolescence all the way through their adulthood. We have a component within our organization that has been strategically implemented to help support them through those huge milestones and transitions in their life. So now most of the kids are looking for a safe place to go for summer, and we have that. Outside of summer, we offer our mentorship program, which is all throughout the year. It's for children, again, between the ages of 10 to 17, and we help create action plans for them. We talk about goal setting. We talk about some of their personal development needs and their academic needs. We support the families, even if it's just with behavioral issues. And our mentors meet with them at least once a week. They'll be rewarded for their accomplishments, their growth, and then as they get even older, where they're approaching the age of considering higher education in college, we unfortunately had to cancel our HBCU college tour last year due to COVID, but we're looking to kick it off again next year, where we're looking to take students on a college tour, HBCU college tour. So we'll also help support them in, making those decisions about higher education, making sure that they have the exposure and experience to make the correct decisions concerning their education and their future. And then just say, for instance, after college, or if they decide to go into a business or entrepreneurship or whatever career, we have our network community, which was that component or that piece of me that I was missing when I was a young entrepreneur. So we're here to build a network of like-minded women where they can come and share resources. They can come and do vending opportunities and just meet other people to gain the support and exposure they need for their business. So that's pretty much how our organization works, and we're looking to start children young and stay with them throughout life. And hopefully, they'll reciprocate that, and in turn, they'll become volunteers or positive people in society or within our organization.
Yeah, well, that is awesome. Well, the data tells us that children who have mentors are 92% more likely to become a mentor themselves, and 130% more likely to become a leader at some point in their life, in their career, because of the mentorship that they had. So that's awesome. So your mentorship program, is it for girls and boys?
Yes.
Okay.
However, in Katy at least, but for our Milwaukee program, we only focus on girls back home because I do partner a lot with the Running Rebels Community Center, where they work a lot with young boys.
Hey, folks, this is the power of live broadcast. So we're talking with Ms. Danielle Williams of Dream Keepers. All right, so she's back with us.
Yes, sorry about that. So yes, the mentorship program, yes, is on for Katy. Milwaukee, we only do girls.
Okay, all right. So, in Texas, folks, we do everything bigger and better. So that's why she can have girls and boys here.
That's a great way to put it.
When you think about your camp, you said this is the 6th year for your camp, right?
Yes.
All right. So when you think about your camp, you think back over the 6 years that you've had the camp. Tell us for you, when you sit back after the camp is over, what's that aha moment for you, or that thing that just makes you feel good about putting this camp on?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tell you right now. First thing comes to mind is just getting started. You know, long as your passion is in the right place, you don't have to know how everything is gonna work. You don't have to know where the money is gonna come from, where the support is gonna come from. But with faith and passion, just get started. Just get started. A lot of people never get started because they're too busy looking at the mountain when really, like you said, the blessing is in the journey. And I thank God that I had people to push me, like, just do it. What you're doing is great. Or, because I was like, oh, I don't have my website, or, oh, I need to. And it's okay. It was all okay, you know, because we still had, we were able to impact and pour into those young ladies, those first summer camps. And it's grown into so much more. So just get started. Just do what you can right where you're at and get started. A lot of people underestimate themselves.
Yes. They underestimate the power of getting started. And folks, let me tell you, you hear me say it all the time. It never goes away. Eric Hofer, the author of The True Believer, says we think highly of ourselves in rare occasions, and it never goes away. What happens is you start telling yourself, I can't, I'm not ready, I'm not good enough. And I'm here to tell you, he's already spoken. He said it when you were born. You are ready. You are good enough. It's going to work. It's going to be successful. You can. You just have to believe. And once you start believing, then the next step is to start doing. And I'm just telling you, folks, just like Danielle's telling you, once you decide to do it, whoo, man, all of a sudden things just start to happen, and opportunities come your way, alibis go away, and all those friends who were dream killers, like Danielle said, she had earlier on, she had dream killers she thought that were in her way, and her mother helped her to see that there's things bigger in life, and you got to continue to dream big. So that's what Danielle's here to tell you today. That's what she wants little girls and little boys to get out of her camp, Dream Keepers camp, when they go there. And let me tell you what, folks, and then we're going to get back to talking to Danielle, but you know, I have to teach a little bit every time. Now, I want you to understand, you see Danielle right now in the finished product, but what you don't see is when she started, she was pregnant at 17. She thought her college life was going to be over. She had to go to college locally. She still got her associate's degree. That's the silver lining right there, folks, right? So you didn't have to go to the 4-year college. She still got her associate's degree. You just still have to have the dream. Then she was a young mother of 2, but she still said, that's not enough. I still have bigger dreams. I still have things I want to do. They opened up their daycare center, and they successfully ran their daycare center for 6 years, folks. So there's some of you that are out there listening right now, or you're going to listen to this recording at a later time, and you're saying, I have 2 kids. I'm a young single mother of 2, and I can't do it. I'm just here to tell you, yes, you can. Danielle is living proof that you can. Yes.
Go ahead, Cedrick. I'm listening. Keep going.
Okay. And then she said, all right, so they ran their daycare center for not 1 year, not 2 years, not 3 years, but 6 years, folks. They ran their daycare center. And then she decided to come on up here to the great country of Texas and do some things. And she got here and she said, this is all new to me, new surroundings and all of this type of stuff. But you know what? I still have dreams. I still have goals. Now she's the mother of 4. And she's still doing things. And this is where Dream Keepers Camp continues, bringing it from Milwaukee to Texas. And they expand from just girls to have girls and boys. So, folks, I want to tell you, you just have to learn to keep your dream alive. And when you keep your dream alive and you believe it, I'm telling you, you can be successful. It never goes away. That little voice inside is going to always tell you that you're not ready. You just have to believe and know that there's a Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and he is ready for you. He's going to bring you to the door, but he's not going to push you through the door. You got to be there to walk yourself through the door. He's going to bring you to the water. He can bring you there, but he's not going to make you drink. You have to be willing to say, I'm ready to drink, and then drink from it. And then all of a sudden things start happening and things start coming into your life, folks. So let me stop preaching right there, Danielle, because I'm going to have to pass the offering plate in a little bit.
Amen. And just to piggyback off what you just said, it came to mind this cute saying that I heard, I don't remember where, but it says, God is a gentleman. You have to invite him in. So whatever it is that you're doing, invite him in, include him in your plans. He wants to be a part of it.
Absolutely. 100% agree with you. So, you know, Danielle, we have a segment on the show that is called Would You Rather. So we're going to play a little segment of Would You Rather. All right.
Okay. I'm pretty boring. I'm going to tell you right now. But okay, let's go.
All right. Would you rather meet an audience? You know, every night you can participate in this too. Just type your answers in the comments. Would you rather meet your great grandparents or your great grandchildren?
Parents, because I have a very phenomenal backstory.
Okay, all right.
With that, but my grandparents for sure.
Great grandparents, all right. Would you rather have a life rewind button or a life pause button?
Pause, because sometimes I think I get so consumed with going ahead that I'm not able to just be in the moment.
Oh, so slow down and be in that sacred space. Oh, yes. All right. There's a book by Terry Long that's called Sacred Pace. It's an awesome book. So would you rather no one show up at your wedding or no one show up at your funeral?
My wedding.
Your wedding?
I'm a very private person, and I feel like, you know, the true gift is what you leave behind.
Sure.
So I think the funerals are a true testament of your life's work.
Okay. All right. So would you rather get stuck in an elevator or a ski lift?
A where?
An elevator or a ski lift?
A ski lift. Is that what you said?
Yes.
An elevator, you know, and then maybe I can slow down in there and think about some things.
Okay. Right. Would you rather be an adult your whole life or be a child your whole life?
Adult. I'm on a mission. I am on a mission and I am loving life. So definitely an adult.
All right. Would you rather pick the year that you die or the way that you die?
Neither. Why would you ask me that?
It's just a would you rather.
Okay. The way.
Okay. Some people want to know the year so they can start doing all the things that they want to do. Would you rather have free Apple products forever or have free Wi-Fi wherever you go?
Wi-Fi. I'm kind of over Apple. They really cutting it close with me. Apple is. So definitely Wi-Fi.
All right. Would you rather own your own private island or your own private jet?
Jet for sure.
All right. Two more. Would you rather be a ninja or be a pirate?
A ninja, because there's a lot of child abduction and stuff going on here in Katy, sex trafficking and things of that sort, and I pull out my ninja move. I know what's coming.
All right. Last question. Would you rather have $1 million in Amazon gift cards or $100,000 in real money?
How much in gift cards?
1 million in Amazon gift cards or 100,000
Amazon. For sure.
Amazon. All right.
I love Amazon, especially Amazon Prime. Yes. Great customer service. I love Amazon. I just realized that.
Hey, that Amazon, you know, it's almost like Christmas every day when that Amazon box with the little smiley face shows up at your door.
And then don't let your package show up on time. They happy to give you some type of gift card or credit. I have no complaints with Amazon.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for playing that round of Would You Rather. So, you know, leaders, Danielle, come in all different types of packages with different strengths, right? So give us one or two, three leader strengths that you believe that all leaders should have.
Compassion, integrity, and faith.
Okay, compassion, integrity, and faith. All right, awesome. All right, and saying in this realm of leadership and leaders, good leaders ask great questions. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
what are a couple questions that you use to ask people, or someone has asked you and you went, "Wow, that's a great question."
Um, Honestly, I never had the tools, which is why positive relationships is something we really um, focus and promote a lot within our organizations because growing up, that's something that I lacked terribly. Um, so I always was curious on how to deal with conflict or how to see past, what's present and look at things on a more spiritual realm, or figuring out the lesson in things that go on, or connecting, how to connect with the people that are in our past. So a good question that I always ask is how to deal with conflict or how to love in spite of being hurt or disappointed.
That's a great questions. Those both of those are good. Thank you. I like that. So what's been the best thing that's happened to you so far this year?
Okay, let's talk about being out of quarantine and this COVID vaccine that has kind of got the world back to normalcy. So I'll just start there because not being an entrepreneur and working from home, it was killing me. Just being in the house, not being able to plan and do group events. So I'm happy to be back out and interacting and creating.
Okay,
So shout
awesome.
out to the vaccine or um, you know,
The
being out of
makers of
quarantine.
the makers
Yeah.
of the vaccine. Okay, I got you. I got you. So when we think about I want to ask you one last question around the camp, right? When we think about the camp
Mhm.
and we think about the ideal student for the camp, I know you said the age groups are 10 through 17, right?
Yeah.
For the camp. But when you think of when you're sitting back and dreaming of your camp, um, what do you see as one or two things that the kids are going to take away from the camp and they're going to be able to use next week, next month, next year?
Um, Self worth and family, sisterhood, brotherhood. They have a safe haven and that self worth. We focus a lot on identifying our unique characteristics and attributes and how we show up in the world, and that they gain a lot of self esteem. Things they may never knew or heard about themselves. We plant those seeds and we mentor them to continue to water them and help them grow. So self worth for sure,
Self
and family.
and family. Wow, well, that is awesome. Daniel, teen suicide rate is high, and it continues to rise right now in the young people today in our generation, Gen Zers. We call them iGens for short, but
Hmm.
suicide rate continues to um, rise with them. Um, in your camp, do you guys deal with anything around depression, thoughts of hurting themselves, suicide, or anything like that?
Um, we haven't specifically anyone that I can think of offhand, but we do deal with a lot of depression and low self esteem. Um, so yeah, but I can't recall suicide.
Okay, all right. So,
Or
and the reason,
maybe well, at least they haven't expressed it
sure,
openly.
sure, okay, all right. And the reason I asked that question is because the things that you do focus on in the camp should help um,
Combat. Hmm.
combat combat those things, right? When you're teaching them life skills, how to handle situations, things to come up, right? When you help them feel better about themselves, their self. You said the word self-worth earlier, right? When you feel better about yourself, you're less likely to be thinking suicide or hurting myself, cutting myself, or doing any damaging things to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So parents, what I want you to hear, and what I want you to see, and this is why I wanted to ask that question, so that you can understand the level that they go to in this camp to help your kids. So I'm going to put the registration link back up. It's also in the comments. Her website is running across the screen as well for you to go and register your child for the camp. The camp is July 16th through, June 16th through July 23rd. And it's on Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays each week during that time period from 12 to 3. So go and register your child for the camp, and Danielle is going to make sure that your child leaves away from that camp feeling better about themselves, feeling a sense of self-worth, feeling a sense of they can versus they can't. And so those are the things that your kid's going to get from the camp. So Danielle, I'm going to wrap up here with my last two questions. But I also want to give you an opportunity, if you want to say anything else to our audience about your camp or about what you guys are doing at Dream Keepers overall, before I ask my last two questions.
Okay. Oh, you want me to say it now or wait till after?
Yeah. No, you can go ahead and share now.
So when you addressed the parents, I kind of just want to make a comment or leave a thought with parents. A lot of the children that I have the pleasure of working with, I noticed, like so much like myself, is that we as parents have to be, like when I was growing up and hearing about my attitude or negative remarks, we have to watch our words with our children. Be mindful of the things that you say or pour into your children, because that's how they feel that they show up in the world. So work with your children to identify unique things about them and remind them that they are an original and they never have to settle for being a copy, and that it's okay to be different, because a lot of times they don't know, a lot of times they don't know or have much of anything good to say about themselves. And a lot of what I do can be things that starts at home. So I'm here to support parents as well in building and helping to shape teens into becoming successful adults.
Awesome. Absolutely love that. So how can parents stay in contact with you? Even if their kid doesn't go to camp, how can they stay in contact with you?
Sure. We are very, being a nonprofit, we love volunteers, and we love all the extra set of hands that we can get to help us reach and carry out our mission. So please check out our social media handles, which are Instagram and Facebook. It's at Dream Keepers with an S, INC. So please like and comment, look around, and don't hesitate to reach out or leave, kind words. It goes a long way. Also, our website, our contact information is on there as well.
Awesome. And folks, all of those links will be in the comment section, so you can click on there and go to their website. You can click on the link and register for the Dream Keeper Camp as well. So my last question for you, Danielle, is if there was a book that was written about you, what would the title be, and what would the summary of the book say about you?
I've actually thought about this before, jokingly, maybe I was to write a book. It will definitely be called The Beautiful Truth, because, cliche, people say the ugly truth. I will definitely call it The Beautiful Truth how a young lady discovers the truth in all of the lies and the beauty that came out of it.
Wow. I like it. I love it. So my other question then is, when's the book coming out?
We'll do it part two. We'll do a part two. Invite me back, and I'll let you know when that day comes.
Okay, well, that is awesome. Well, again, Danielle, thank you very much. Folks, you have been listening to Miss Danielle Williams of Dream Keepers tonight, and she is going to be hosting a camp, and I'm going to be volunteering at the camp myself. And so when you guys want to see SETI, you just come on out to the camp and you're going to see me there. Get your child enrolled for the camp. Folks that know me, you know, when I'm involved, we're going to have a good time, and kids are going to enjoy themselves. So I'm just going to be a volunteer helping out at the camp. But I want to make sure that you come out and enroll in the camp. And it's June 16th through July 23rd, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of each week from 12 to 3. The link is in the comments. Make sure you sign up. Folks, I want to thank you for tuning in tonight for another version of Talk Leadership with Cedrick. Get ready for Wednesday. You know, at noon, it's going to be all about Cut the Card Lunch and Learn series with Cedrick and Joanna. So make sure you tune in. You always want to get a cup of Joe. And then on Thursday, you'll tune back in. Oh, this Thursday, we have a great show coming up for you on Talk Leadership with Cedrick, the Thursday edition. We have 3 sisters that are all pharmacists, and they're going to be on the show, and we have a little surprise for them in the show. And these little girls are they're all 3 from Lake Charles, Louisiana. And so make sure, folks in Lake Charles, you guys tune in. Charging Indians, get ready, because we got 2 Charging Indians that's going to be on the show, and we have a Lake Charles Boston Cougar. So make sure you guys tune in as well. And then Friday morning, you know, we're going to end the week with Friday Mental Motivation, 8:30 Friday morning. Get ready. You know, I'm going to bring it hard. I'm going to bring that pain, and then I'm going to get on out the way and let you enjoy your weekend. But be ready now, folks. You know, I tell you, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu, and don't be on the menu. Thank you.